we are back after a little technical difficulty. Like I said, we will be going out from time to time, but hopefully it won't be at the worst times, and I will do my best to get it up and running as fast as possible every time. So, navigating up some nasty stuff. I want to see the rear camera right now. Kind of gives you an idea of like what they just got around. And you know what? The camera never does it justice, right? Like, never does it justice. So you're like, oh yeah, dude, no worries. I'm gonna take my stock JK Sahara up that, and then you see these like beasts of trucks, straight up like navigating it in such gnarly ways. Fun fact, if you were on earlier and you heard me suddenly talk about a bee being in my beer, managed to pick that bee up, let it dry itself off, clean itself off, and then it flew away. And it was like, I felt like I did my good deed of the day. So that's Martin. That's Martin from Freight Factory right there. What's up, Martin? Hola. Martin's like, look at me. I'm gonna tell you what to do. And Martin's so good at it too. He's been with OC Damn Fresh, winning. Knows what he does in that seat that he's in with Josh Sowell on 1504. He knows his racer sign language. Oh, yeah. That's rad. That, man, is a good time right there. Glad I get to call the dude a friend. Mr. Martin Castro. Used to work at Milestar. Took him a while, but they finally found somebody to replace him. Ricardo, who is doing an absolute amazing job. So, real special family there. It takes a certain amount of dedication to others to do what Milestar does so well. In what they do, and I think a lot of that had to do with Martin and what he brought to the table into racing, into the community, into business, especially for Milestar. To this day, they're still using things that he worked on with Andrew together, and yeah, I think the team there is pretty awesome. And I believe it's I'm gonna regret this as soon as it comes out of my mouth, but I believe it's Miles also on the team. They don't have the biggest team, and they do some of the biggest activations, and they come in such a correct way, and you never leave them feeling like you didn't get more out of it, you know? And that's kind of how you feel about the Milestar. It's like a much more affordable tire, right? But you walk away feeling like you got more. Like, it's a good product. It's so cool. Like, I can talk about these companies and then boom, fade in a logo. Milestar Tires. Funny that Martin should be there. Well, I guess it makes sense because I only started talking about Milestar because he popped up. But a good time to give a little thanks out there to a world that has embraced and supported our friends Megan and Derek here in car 3105. Pulling in the winch, and it looks like Megan's gonna get to progress. Not sure if Martin is taking a break from getting gas or if he's off again. He may be off again. He's doing something. All he needs right now is like, I don't know, a gallon. Just get like 3 miles. It's like 3 miles per gallon in the rocks. It's a lot of gas you have to like hook up for not a very, you can't go very far with it, you know? Fuel efficiency is not in the spec sheet of these Ultra 4 cars. A lot of hurry up and wait in racing, especially this racing. I used to love going to short course races. When I was at the Torque Off-Road Championship, when BJ Burwell was running it, it was underneath the Armory Agency. It was a great production. I mean, BJ really did a great job. And they were fun events, but racing's hard. Throwing a race event, motorsports event, is harder. It's very thankless. You know, you're building an arena for fucking Spartans. They just want to come in, do their shit, maybe walk away with some money, and go on to the next race. You gotta love it. That short course stuff was fun though. Pro 2, Pro 4, the Pro 4s, man. I would get so close to those trucks just because I was fanning out while I was working, taking photos on track. Oh man, I almost got stalked out by a course worker who really wanted to do his job well and did not want me to be the one who fucked his job up. Poor guy. I give him a lot of reasons to pucker, but you know, luckily came out of it safe and with some of the best memories and a lot of fun. Got Jacob out there listening to the feed, laughing. I know my mic is hot, fool. Just hanging out. Well, you just want to watch the back of Megan's head and her display? Somebody's got to like talking, No. It was on the Torque Off-Road Championship. It was, of course, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. So, yeah, we're just waiting here. I think Megan's got a couple people up in front of her. We can look at live track potentially if I can ever get that thing to properly work for me in this feed. Not the software itself, just how it integrates into this. But we should be able to see kind of where they're at if the map is updated. There we go. Got it rebooting. And we'll take a look and see where our team is at here in a minute. Jacob keeps freaking out because he thinks I don't know that I'm talking to all of you. But it's called hosting a video. And I am stoked to be able to do it for Megan and Derek today. I'm going to milk this opportunity for everything. You hear me, Jacob? All right. Sweet. So I'll bring up the map feed so you can kind of see where they're at. And this is pretty accurate. If you so let me see. Let me move this little map around. Give me a minute. I'm old. I have to squint. So if you want to look at, so I threw Josh in because, like I said, he's a personal friend and he lets me eat his food, hang out, and doesn't give me any shit. And he's really rad. And he's fucking living the dream right now. So Josh is on the map. But if we look at the whole 4500 modified class with Josh, who's racing 4800 Legends, I can't really zoom in much more than this, I guess, for some reason. Oh, here we go. Got it. All right, so you can see Megan is still now neck and neck with Eddie Oliver, which, you know, she was trailing behind. So this is kind of where you can make up time or possibly not, just depends. And then Cody St. Clair up ahead of that, but she doesn't have a lot of traffic in front of her, which is rad. I think that's a good place to be in those kind of spots. But that's where Josh got left behind. You saw Martin up there, so Martin's already he's hiked quite a bit, and you know, I don't know exactly how far that poor dude's gonna have to travel. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's a ways. Not 100% sure where the next opportunity to get fuel is. Yeah, be interesting to learn more about that. But I'm like looking at a map, so I'm not even seeing the live feed right this second. But okay, looks like we're still kind of in that spot. I wish we had another camera outside the car. That might be something we could add next year, like a 360 cam, so we can get everyone like a cool view all the way around the car. I actually have one at home, and I think I'm going to donate it to the cause. Get a 360 cam going because I really want to see outside of the car. Let's go back to our dual cam. Take a look at the rear. You can see what they're getting through. Man, literally, the camera does no justice. Oh, thanks for the bump. Thanks for the bump, dude. It's pretty fucked up when you have people on cars, in front of cars, under cars. You still gotta be a sportsman. Or maybe, I don't know, are you just supposed to get the fuck out of the way? I don't know, maybe it's like that. That rear view is looking pretty spicy. And it's always interesting to see the body language and the gestures of, oh my God, fuck's sake. Looks like we're moving. All right, we are now progressing forward. This is a gnarly race.
That was fun.
Okay, cool. So Jacob just responded that it's not very far from where they're stopped in that clump of cars. Okay, cool. So hopefully Martin can get some gas, get back, get Josh fueled up, and they can get back on their race. That back camera is kind of spicy actually right now. I don't totally hate the back camera. Here comes Derek. You know, there have been cars, I mean, everyone knows, but there have been cars driven over at the hammers. So the slower you're moving, the more you're in the way of somebody else's day, right? So if we go back to live track, Jacob actually sent me where pit 2 is going to be, and so I was a little turned around myself. Here, let me. Whoa. Okay. So I guess right at where this trail comes down from 1504. Comes down, Martin would make a left, and it'd be right there where it kind of merges into like one trail. Oh, so they only made it 3/4 of a mile out of remote pit 2. Okay, so how do you run out of gas after you just left remote pit 2? Huh? I don't know. I'm not the authority. I'm not the authority. Don't listen to me. I'm just here for the stuff I know. So they're heading away from, yeah. What I need is Jacob to come and be my co-host, but too bad he's crew chiefing instead. I think he's got the cooler part of the deal here. Yeah, I mean, from what I saw, Jacob, Cody, Christian, just such good people. Taylor, you know, stepping up to help. Daniel coming along to help. Good crew. Good crew, and you know, when we succeed today, it will be based on the efforts of those people. And if we fall short, it's not because every single one of those team members didn't give every single thing they had. It was awesome just watching how they all work together and the interactions, and you know, it gets turned on when it needs to be turned on, and it's off when it's off. Yeah, but I do need somebody else here hanging with me. I've got this broadcast thing down now. It's good to see Megan and Derek making some healthy momentum here. It seemed good. I don't know what Jacob thinks. How's it looking so far, Jacob? How are you feeling about the race? He's communicating via text right now with me, and that's Jacob Lashmet. Did my favorite interview I've ever done with almost anyone. Matt's always going to be my favorite. But did an interview with Jacob last night that I just stayed up. I couldn't sleep last night anyways. I think I was kind of jittery with what was going on today. But I made a video of just kind of Jacob talking about, you know, today and race and all the things, and I really liked it. It was really cool. So you're looking good now. We were scared because they were stopped, but I climbed the mountain to see this. That's great. So Jacob had to get some signal to see the feed, and right now looks like they're navigating some silt, and they got through it. Derek is visibly pleased and happy, stoked. Seems like a spot where people got stuck before, and they're just chopping down this. They're chopping down their race. They're going after it, and they are chasing a strong finish, and I cannot wait to see them as they come down through Clawhammer and make their way in. Fuck yes. Am I allowed to cuss if it's our broadcast? I think it's yes. You got no chats? If anybody, the 10 people we got on right now, which is awesome. Any of you guys have any questions, throw out a comment, let me know you're there. You know, appreciate y'all here. I'm gonna take a quick break. Looks like we are doing great right now. Moving ahead. Jacob seems like he's feeling good. So we're gonna keep that mojo up. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back. So cool to hang out with all of you guys and gals.